Alright, we're going to do this a simple way. You got to check this out. And I still got the fuel pressure gauge hooked up from the last video. Alright, what we're going to do is get you a little bitty screwdriver. And you see that right there? You're going to pop that plug off and pop that plug off, alright? Then there's going to be some bolts up in it. Then we're going to have to take off the oil cap. Set that to the side, alright? So let's get the camera set up and let's pop those two plugs off, and I'm going to take off that fuel pressure gauge. Alright? We will be right back. Okay, let's get a closer look at this thing. First thing we'll do is get us a flat screwdriver, just like I said. I'm going to pop these little covers out on both sides of the valve cover. And it looks like there's 10mm bolts inside there. Make sure you can see that other one. Good. Alright, so let's get these out so we can get access to these coils. Like I said, 10mm. I'm using a 10mm deep 3/8 drive with my favorite stubby ratchet. And sometimes it's like hard to get these little get the nuts out of there once you get them out there, but you can pick it up carefully. Slide that cover out. All right, there we go. Now guys, this is going to be really quick because you cannot electrocute yourself what I'm about to show you. So don't feel so bad about doing it. Now what we're going to do is let's hook this back up. And what we're going to do, we're going to start this vehicle up. And we're going to try to locate which cylinder is misfiring. Just from the codes from that first video, I know it's going to be in between 3 and 4. At least I hope. So one thing I'm going to do is while the car's running, I'm just going to put my screwdriver through here, pop that tab up. Actually, I can pop them up now. And I'm going to just unplug it to see if it makes a difference on the change. If it's cylinder number 3, I know it's the injector. If it's cylinder number 4, I know it's the coil. And if I feel that way, I can just swap those coils out. Real quick diagnosing on this, right? You don't need, and you notice I'm not hooking up no kind of high performance scanner or anything. So you guys who are trying to push that on these other guys, these do-it-yourselfers and other mechanics, cut that mess out, man. Astral's here. It's a new kid in town. All right, notice I'm diagnosing this without hooking up a scanner, trying to go into misfires to see what's happening, see what the injector do. I'm not even graphing the injector or anything, okay? Cut that mess out, man. All right, so let's start this vehicle up and let me show you what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, why even pause the camera? Let's get this thing, start this up. Yeah, okay, you got a slight misfire. I got them unplugged. Let's try number 3. I got no change whatsoever on number 3 coil. And remember, it's got a cylinder number 3. I believe it was 3 or was it 2? I gotta check that out. Might be unplugging the wrong one, but still it didn't make a difference. Number 4. Uh-oh. So this is actually the thing is running on 4 cylinders. So we got a coil. Wow. Just to make sure we are right here. Let me check number 2. There it is. So yeah, I know number 2 is firing. So we got an issue with 3 and 4. So you know what I'm gonna do? Being that it said, so let me chop this off. All right, now remember, it said cylinder misfire number 4 and injector circuit number 3. So what am I gonna do now? I'm not gonna sit here and look dumb. I still do not have a diagnostic equipment hooked up to this. That's how good I am. Damn it. Alright, so check this out. What I'm going to do is, I know number 2 is good. Let's pop number 2 up. Pull it. And we're going to swap our coils out on 2 and 4. Alright, we'll be right back. Let's get the 10 millimeter deep, wherever I had it around here. Where? Real quick diagnosing, and this is why I got that Top Tech challenge, because by the time they hook up their machine, I'd have been done already. I've been done diagnosing this vehicle. And hopefully, hopefully we don't have any kind of blown head gasket or anything between those 2 cylinders. But I doubt it. Alright, pull that up. And pull up number 4. Look at it. Look at it real quick. Alright, let's put that back down. And we got to remember that we changed those. So when we go to diagnose this, or change the parts, remember, you don't even change a bad coil. Changing a good coil, I mean. Alright. And I could have left them out, but heck. Alright, I'm gonna plug these back up. Number 3, I don't even have to plug that up. I know we're done with that already. Alright, I know y'all interested in seeing what's going on, what's going to happen. Let's start up and find out. Alright, right off the top, I'm going to try number 2. See what happens. Uh-oh, number 2 changed. Plug this back up. Number 4, no change whatsoever. We got an issue with 3 and 4, which is not good at all. You know what? Let's pull that coil back out, and what I want to do is I really doubt if it's the plug, but and it is possible we got a bad injector, something's going on here, some blown head gasket or something. Because noticing, good thing we got our fuel pressure gauge. Look at our fuel pressure gauge. Fuel pressure gauge should not be doing that. Should be steady. And that can definitely come from a bad injector. Alright, let's shut this off. And I might want to pull this plug out. Alright. Listen, we are in some deep trouble here. Alright, number 4. Let's pull this out real quick. Just out of curiosity. Number 4. And just for argument's sake, because we got a little issue here with number 3 also. So, I'm going to pull both of them out as well. Just to be safe about this, we're swapping 3 and 4, and just want to make sure number 3 do not have a bad coil or anything. But I very much doubt it. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay. No change. 4. Of course, no change. Whoops, on number 2. All right, 5/8 or 16mm socket. Let's get those plugs out. Okay. You know, I got a question, because we got 2 people, which I'm about to ban. Like, why do you try to critique my work? I mean, why come on to the channel and watch my videos then? I don't get that. Why are you gonna watch my videos if that's all you want to do is and then force me to ban you and make you look stupid? Well, I don't understand why you do that. But anyway, I don't care, because I'll ban you in a heartbeat. Because you know I'm still teaching you stuff, you know. Damn it. But hey, I don't care. Hey, I see smoke. Oh, maybe that's the oil leaking over there. Alright, got me a little magnet to get these plugs out. I want to take a look at them. Right here's our plugs. Wow, that thing like it's burnt down completely. Dang it. Alright, just between those 2 cylinders, I want to get me a compression gauge just to check one around, and I'm gonna leave them 2 open just in case a head gasket or something is blown between the 2. So let's get us a compression gauge. You know, and before I do that, what I'm gonna do here is unplug number 2, because I know number 2 is a good cylinder. Now, pretty much, you know, I know this is really not doing much here, but this is something you can definitely do instead of going out spending money on parts that you think are bad, you think are no good, and wasting your money, especially on these coils, because these coils are probably expensive as all heck. My magnet. We know number 2 is a good cylinder. You know, right off the top, I noticed this one. I noticed this ain't these. I know these plugs are good. I'm gonna put one of them down there anyway. I'm gonna lower that down into the cylinder. Let's get that tightened up. Okay. Put a coil down there. Now, personally, I know it ain't gonna make a difference. The cylinder's gonna run, but something you definitely want to do instead of changing parts. All right, because a lot of these guys at AutoZones and all, they'll try to sell you a set of plugs in a heartbeat. You come in there with a Misfire. That's the first thing you want to do. You got a Misfire. You need the plugs. You need plugs. My tire's low. You need plugs. Oh god, man, this is fun. All right, let's go get our compression gauge just for curiosity and check that out. Okay, I'm back. Let's get our score on number 3 first. Alright, now the vehicle is going to start actually, unless I disconnect every coil, and we can do that. Just so we can just do the crank. Alright, we got all coils disconnected. Let's see what kind of compression we got. Oh, yeah. We got compression. We got some good compression. I like that. Okay. You know, this one is weird. Let's try that again. The way it incremented was weird. The other one was not that many cranks, and it went right up to 120. Watch this one. Took a little bit. Let me go change the battery for this camera, and we'll be right back. All right. Before I go change the battery, what we're gonna do, I want you to make sure. Let's put our plugs back in here. All right. But don't hook up. Don't connect those plugs yet, okay? What I want you to do is just wherever this ratchet is and fell and socket and everything. I want you to put your plugs in and tighten them up. And what I want to do is get you a spark tester. Just want to make sure we are getting spark coming through. The driver is working on the computer to spark these ignition coils. And if they are, we got to go check, make sure the drivers are working for the 2 injectors. By pulling that whole rail up. But I'm going to do this first to make sure this is quick. Alright. So let's just plug back up. Let's plug back up our injectors. Our coils. Except for those 2. Alright, let's go get us a spark tester and change this battery, and we'll be right back. Okay, another handy thing you want to have in your toolbox, get you a nice spark tester. Let's go with cylinder number 4. I'm gonna push the spark tester down there, it don't have to be all the way on the plug, just good enough down there. Let's get one of our coils. Let's plug our coil up. And then we're going to somehow put this into there and keep this down at the cylinder at the same time. What the heck? Come on, get your butt down there. Go ahead, this thing giving me a hard time. Alright, there you go. Alright, and what we're going to be looking for is to see that spark, and hopefully I can see that while I'm cranking it, just to make sure. Now we know the coil is good. We want to make sure the computer is sending a driver signal to that coil. All right, let's crank it. Actually, this thing is going to run. I can come out here and check it myself. Yeah, you saw that just as good as I did. Pull this up. Drop this coil down, back down there. Just out of curiosity. Just to keep us set, keep everything legit and happy, whatever. Let's check out number 3. Three is good. So now we are going over to the injectors. Let's put our bolts back in our coils, tighten them up, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're good with that. Next thing we're gonna do, I go to the injectors. Make sure that's way. Let's unplug this sensor right here. I'm just gonna take you a screwdriver. You just want to start popping up the injector rails, the injector plugs. Being very careful of this thing. Here we go. Just to have access to them. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to get us Noid lights. We get 2 Noid lights and set it on 3 and 4. Just want to check to see if we're getting a signal from the ECM down to the injectors. Alright, be right back. Alright, I got 2 Noid lights. These Noid lights are used to check if we're getting a signal from the ECM to the injectors. And both of them, one is GM, PFI, and one is Bosch too. They're pretty much the exact same thing. And what we're going to do is plug them up into there, and hopefully I can see that. I'm gonna go see if I can see it. If not, I'm gonna have to get my wife, and she got to come out here and crank the engine. Let me see if I can see it. Yes, I can. So let's crank this and see what we got. Bam! Just like that, I eliminated the computer. Computer's good, which is not good for me. Now, come on, the possibilities of 2 injectors going bad right next to each other is very, very, very slim. So actually, let me see if I can get this out of the way more. Now, no, I got it disconnected. So this thing, let's disconnect this valve over here. That's that positive cable. All right, I guess we can. So let's unplug this, swing this out of the way. And I'm gonna do something crazy here. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. Looks like 10 millimeters. What I'm gonna actually do, I'm gonna sit here and swap out an injector. Make sure I look at these plugs, make sure everything is good with them. Swap out 2 injectors for 2 good note. What the heck? Hey, that thing's leaking over there. And that's number 4. Oh man, wait a minute. That injector ain't no good. Yo, that thing is usually you can turn. Look at that injector. That's on the number 4. Yeah, alright, we're gonna need injectors. Ain't even gonna go no further with this. If you can, now see, now this injector, you should be able to turn just like this right here. There's no problems. That one is leaking, and when I turn it, yeah, it seems like it's, yeah, that thing is leaking out of there. So we're gonna need injectors. I know they're gonna be kind of high, but if it's your car, personal car, what you want to do is change all 6. I know, but if you got 2 that's bad, chances are the other one's not too far away, so you might want to change all 6. So before we even proceed any further with this, we know we're getting a signal. Let's get those injectors changed out of here. So I'm gonna talk to the customer, and listen out for the video. Look out for the video. Let me put this back. I'll be right back. All right, I got everything back together. You know what's weird is that somebody had this thing up, because it's like they got 2 injectors leaking. It took me a little while to get those things snapped back down, this whole rail, and I'm wondering, did they have that not hooked up correctly? But we definitely need some injectors here. And there it is. See, it heard it? It just snapped back into place again. Huh. Let me start this up and see how this. See if that. What the heck? Oh, do you see how good that, car was? Yo, somebody must have diagnosed this and pulled that up. But we do got a little injector here. Oh man, but that thing was sweet. Look at that, and didn't have to buy nothing. That's what you told guy diagnosing. Didn't have to buy nothing. I am the, you know, if we can't repair it, nobody can. We are Astro. Yo, that runs really well. That runs really good, but I'm gonna tell him he got leaking injectors. We definitely should change those injectors. Definitely. Also, over here, I put a little tape on it just to diagnose it a little bit, but that's got to be replaced also, because that's not gonna last. Wow, Misfire went right away. That is good. That is good diagnosis right there. I like that. If I could, let me pat myself on the back. Damn, I'm good. That is sweet. All right, let's shut this off. All right, I'm gonna definitely let him know about that. He is going to be so happy. Diagnosing might take a little bit, but that's what I'm talking about. You know, diagnosing it the right way. But hey, let's get this cover back on. But definitely, yeah, I see a little gas down there, so you know, no matter what, he's got to change those injectors. Or we can get injector seals, but I'm not gonna go through that, changing the injector seals, and it could be one of the injectors could have a little crack in it or something on the side. I'm just not gonna do that. I'm just gonna let him know we gotta change those injectors.